100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst day of the week.
Worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst day of the week, worst day of the week. Worst day of the week is all the way live. Don't forget to catch us live on producer, turn my mic down just a little bit. Live on Mondays, each and every Monday, live at 7 o'clock, live on Facebook and live on YouTube. Want to thank you so much for joining. Turn it up just a little bit. Thank you so much for joining me on the show today. I have a very, very, very special guest today. Can't wait to get to talk to my guest. We're going to get right into the show with the news that you can use. Remember, the news that you can use is not what I say. It's not what my mama say. It's not what worst day of the week says. News you can use is just what it is. It's the news that you can use. We want to make sure that you're paying attention to what's going around your city, your state, your neighborhood, your country, your ghetto, whatever you live in, wherever you at. We want to make sure that you are paying attention to the news that you can use. So we're going to get right into the news that you can use. Okay. News that you can use. There you go, producer. That's what I'm talking about. Deb Haaland confirmed as Native American Interior Secretary. Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson says he might have been concerned for safety had Capitol rioters been Black Lives Matter. Wow.
I have something to say.
Vatican says that the Catholic Church cannot bless same-sex marriages. Governor Abbott opens up all of Texas businesses to 100%. That started on last Wednesday. Texas Senate passes bill to authorize reversal of the $16 billion in charges during the winter storm. Hundreds of people gathered to demand justice for Breonna Taylor and marked 1 year since her death there. This is also Women's History Month, so we want to take that time to honor Breonna Taylor during Women's History Month, and we will have just a brief moment of silence. Wow. Okay, so we're going to get right into the show, y'all. That was the news you can use. Remember, the news that you can use is not what I say. It's not what my mama had told me to say. It's not what worst day of the week says. It's strictly what it is, the news that you can use. So we want to make sure that you are paying attention to the news, what's going on in the news and around your city and state and town and all of that good stuff. I want to welcome my very special guest to the show, Loretta Armani Mack. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Andre. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. How are you, Loretta?
I'm doing good myself. I'm honored to be here. I really appreciate the call. And, just happy to be here with a good friend.
I am happy that you are here. I was like, oh my God, when am I going to be able to get... You're so busy. You're booked and busy. I'm like, when am I going to be able to talk to my good homegirl, Loretta?
Your other homegirl, Loretta, because it's two Lorettas. The other Loretta is booked and busy. This Loretta just sits on her couch and be pretty. That's all I do.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So talk to me a little bit about drag. How long have you been doing drag?
Oh, off and on, I've been doing drag since 2006.
2006. Wow.
I say off and on because I haven't been doing it consistently.
Okay.
The last few years.
Okay.
I started back in 2006 when I won my first pageant at Miss Elma Pearl Newcomer.
Wow.
Kicked their asses. But yeah, I won my first pageant and, just jumped right in. And it was about 2015, I stopped doing drag due to some family issues and some personal things that happened in my life. But now I'm back at it and I'm trying to, get my feet wet back at it again and, and all that good stuff, You never lose the pretty face. But,
you never lose the pretty face. Speaking of pretty faces, I do have some pictures here of some different looks that you've had over the years. Tell me a little bit about this look here.
Oh shit! Oh, excuse me.
It's
Excuse
okay.
my language.
I see.
I was so thin. Oh, I wish I was that size again. So this was Miss Texas USA at large. This was probably my second or third year, maybe my second year. I ended up wearing this dress because my mother and my sister felt like that. My mother, Alexis Davenport, and my one of my sisters, whose dress this is, felt like that what I was wearing for presentation wasn't good enough.
Wasn't good enough. So they changed.
So
you
they changed
in the
everything
middle of the competition.
It was presentation, and I pulled out my dress. My mom hated it. And we had to change really, 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 really quick. So
wow,
that was Miss Texas USA at large. Hopefully one day I'll win that title.
And tell me a little bit about this look here.
That was prelim night at Miss Gay USA. My uncle paid for that entire dress, actually.
Okay.
And my dad stoned that dress.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't make top 12, but I was beautiful.
Wow.
They pecked me.
I really, really, really love black and white pictures. This is a stunning picture of you. Tell me a little bit about this look here.
So on that look right there, I was doing my Nene Leakes impersonation for talent. My best friend, Miss Roger O'Hara, had beat my mug like no other. And I was ready for talent. I actually won talent that night. I think that may have been, if I'm not mistaken, that may be Miss Texas FFI. I am a former Miss Texas FFI. I won that night. So, yeah, I think that may be Miss Texas FFI.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Thank you so much. I did look pretty good.
What about this look right here? Is this a talent or show look, or is this a day-to-day look?
I was tipping at the pageant.
Okay.
Again, my best friend had done my mug. I think it was prelim night at the pageant.
Okay.
It was something with the pageant. So all of these pictures that you're are going to probably show, I was either doing a pageant or I was performing at the pageant.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's absolutely beautiful. So what is it like performing in pageants? And being a face that people love to see, they're screaming your name behind the lights, and they're bringing dollars, and they're doing all. What is that like? What does it feel like to receive that kind of love and attention?
A nervous wreck.
A nervous wreck.
You know, when you are on stage, everybody thinks you're just calm and you love it, and of course you love it, but I'm a nervous wreck. I'm always worried about if I'm going to walk right, if my hip pads are right, if they're going to like my dress, my hair, did I comb my hair right, or did my sister do it exactly how I asked? You know, those type of things run through your head. But then when you hit the stage, you forget all about that because you're going to worry about knowing your words. So that all goes out the window and you just kind of concentrate on performing. But once you hit the stage and hit the light, it kind of all goes out the window.
How much practice and consideration to practice do you have to give yourself? Do you only do numbers that you know, or do you hear something, you say I want to do that, and then you practice it, you learn it, you sing it in the shower? How do you go about learning your numbers?
Well, it depends on if I really, really like the song. So if it's a new song that just came out and I really, really like it, I'll play it over and over and over again because I live alone, so I can listen to it 100 times and not bother anybody, and I learn the words that way.
Okay.
Or if it's something that just came out and I played it over and over again, I just happen to learn it. But most of the stuff, even though you know the words, you still kind of want to listen to it to make sure you get those oohs and ahs, because it's easy to miss those oohs and ahs. And when people are staring directly into your mouth, you want to make sure you're on every word, because as soon as you miss a word or something, they're going to be looking, and then they could break your concentration.
Wow.
My mom told me when I was performing not to look directly into people's eyes, to kind of look over their head, but kind of not look over their head to where they are noticing you looking over them, but not to make that contact, and it's easier that way. So I do find that really easy to do.
It is easier.
When you're performing, when I'm looking at you, but I'm looking through you, so to speak.
That's amazing. How long does it typically take you to get dressed?
Hardships. So it takes me It takes me some time. It depends on what type of mug I'm putting on because like
Okay.
this is a really soft mug that
And
I
you
started.
do your own makeup.
Yes, I do my
Wow.
own makeup because my best friend refuses to do it anymore. She's like, bitch, you know how to paint. Excuse my language. Go
You're
ahead
fine.
and get painted. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, so I do my own paint unless I'm competing. And
Okay.
then I'll beg her to do it. But I haven't
Okay.
competed in a while, so I haven't had to ask. But when I used to compete all the time, she was like front and center and free of
Mm-hmm.
charge. But it's gonna cost now.
It's gonna cost now.
It's definitely gonna cost. But this mug here, I got started getting ready at about 5:30.
Okay.
So and I was
Wow.
a little late, but this is just
A
my
little
this is my fish mug. This
Okay.
is go out and see the boys, all that. I ain't put on nothing really heavy,
Uh-huh.
for the nighttime. But this is, go see the boys. And,
Okay.
go on the block or wherever I may
What
end
block
up.
you going to, Loretta?
It's a bunch of places to go. I'm not telling
I don't
anybody where
know.
I work at.
I don't know.
I gotta make my own money.
Tell me a little bit about this look right here.
Oh my God.
I just love the big hair on you.
Listen, I cannot even get that hair redone. I tried to get that hair redone, and the lady who did it was like, bitch, I can't redo that hair. I ain't even doing her like that no more. But this was a simple shake and go, like basic black wig that I had got styled.
Mm-hmm.
My sister Armani jacked, and when I say jacked, not jacked, but jacked, as in base teased and combed the wig up
Okay.
really, really, really big and pretty for me. And my best friend did my makeup, Roger O'Hara. And they had me looking nice. I competed for a prelim that I actually lost. I was pissed off. At this time, I was fighting mad, and I've been fighting mad before, but this time I was like, these bitches got me together. So, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, this was actually my last pageant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right after that, I got, some personal stuff happened, like I mentioned earlier, and it caused me not to be able to compete. It's a long story. Long story short, those bitches got me together. Okay.
What is it like when you go to a pageant, and every pageant you want to win, and you don't? What is it like when you're on your way home and after you've lost the pageant?
Well, it could go two ways. You could be on your way home after you've lost the pageant and you should have won the pageant, and you're like, bitch, they got me together. Like, oh my God, you see me how sickening I was. And da 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 da. But then when you lost and you're on your way home and it's just you and your good girlfriend, like, my rides be me and my good girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's like, girl, what I'm gonna do? What it's the thought of almost giving up. You wanna quit doing it because you wanna come back even stronger.
Right.
But then when you get home, somebody convinces you to do another pageant, and then you ass out again, and you broke. You never came back from the last pageant,
Yeah.
so. Those rides home can be really, really fun, and it really, really useful, I would say. And then sometimes they could be like a drag.
Yeah.
They could be like a downer because
Yeah.
you're really sad about not winning or something happening. So
There's a lot that goes into competing into pageants. A lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy.
Jesus. Money.
What are some of the ways that you prepare to compete?
Okay, so first of all, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do for talent.
Okay.
Like before you even say, and this is just me, I can't speak for nobody else, but for me, before you even say I'm going to compete and you actually say I'm doing this pageant, you should actually come up with some type of talent because you need to know what type of talent that you're going to do. Depending on however many nights it is, you need to find a designer for your gown, and you need to start like spending the money on the stuff that you want. So I like to buy everything first and then get in a pageant versus saying I'm doing this pageant right here and then I have to rush myself to get ready. Like I like to have enough time. Like right now, I could get in a pageant tomorrow because I've been preparing for a pageant, but I'm not going to get in a pageant tomorrow because they're not worth my time. No, I'm just playing. I hope no promoters are watching. I love all of the pageants, and I hope to be back soon.
Yes.
But I just like to prepare. My mom taught me to stop rushing because there has been a lot of pageants that I've done and I feel like I've rushed and I won, and there has been a lot of pageants that I've done and I feel like I've rushed and I've lost. So she has always told me to just slow down, take my time, and make sure that it is something that I really, really want to do.
How many pageants have you done?
Man. Ooh. I have been competing since 2006, off and on. So I I have about what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 crowns on my shelf, and I've lost about 15 pageants.
Okay.
So 8 plus 15 plus about a few crowns that's missing because they broke.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah. That is a lot.
I broke even. I've won half and I've lost half. So about 15, 15. How about
Okay.
that?
Okay. That's fair. And okay. So, what is it? What is it like? You say you have support from your family. What about your regular family? Do they support your drag?
My biological family?
Yes, your biological. I said regular.
They love Loretta. Okay?
Yes,
They love Loretta. Love Loretta. And I could not be more happy. My nieces know me. My nephew know me. My nieces with an S, my nephews with an S, they all know me and love me. No matter how much hair I put on or how much makeup I put on, I'm going to always be uncle to them.
Yeah.
And to my sister, I'm going to always be brother to her. So and that's fine with me, but they know and love Loretta. They've been to the shows. They've been to see me compete. Yes. So it's a blessing to have that. My sister, she's my mother. So, she's been our mother since 95. So she stepped up and she's just, loved me since I came out. I don't even remember coming out saying I was gay. I think they already always knew. But when it comes down to Loretta, if I'm having anything, they're going to come. They know my gay family. Well, they don't know everybody, but they know majority of the people. They speak. They love on them the same. My big sister, they call her Amy. Like, my grandkids and my kids call her Amy. So I'm just happy. And then my nieces and nephews, they love me to death. And then my cousins, they love me. So it's always a pleasure and an honor to have your family, your biological family, there rooting for you. So
that's amazing. I really, really like to hear that. How important is that to you to have them there, both families, your biological and your gay family? How important is that to you?
Well, it's important because for me, as far as my biological family, it's important because I just want them to accept me and knowing that, seeing them there cheering me on, smiling at me. One of my cousins calls me Loretta Scott King. So just to hear those types of things, it just makes me feel like loved. So, and it's very important to me to feel loved. And as far as my gay family goes, or chosen family, as we would say, they really don't have a choice. But I'm going to kill them. No, my daughters, I would say more so than my sons. My sons are spoiled brats. Yeah. My daughters are the drag girls and the girls who sew and do the makeup. So it's always a pleasure and an honor to have them there with me on my side. And then, the boys, whenever I can get them to come see their mom. It's I don't know, and my daughters always get mad at me because I let the boys get away
with murder.
But it's the boys, and and my girls, I'm so proud of them, even to the ones that aren't girls anymore. I'm just proud of them for what they do and how they treat me. I do want to say this, society looks at us as gay males. I'm a 6 feet tall black gay male with a bald head. That's how they look at me. Yeah. But it's an honor and a privilege, and it makes me cry to think that these people that's not even far from age from me, far in age from me, looking at me as their mother and respecting me as their mother and calling me mother and getting into it with anybody who decides to disrespect me because I'm their mother. Yeah. That means the world to me, Andre. That makes me want to cry because I think about, like, even with my daughter who passed away, she still respected me and loved me as her mother. And you can't buy that. You can't buy that type of love. True. And I really hate that the gay families are not the same as they used to be when we first came out, because my gay family is a lot of the reason where I am today. So they helped me grow. And that's my amazing. Biological family, it's like my biological family, they raised me, and my chosen family helped make me.
That's beautiful. I really, really like that. I understand that as well. So many people only have a chosen family or only have a biological family, and to have both, and for both of them to be great and wonderful relationships, people who love you, look up to you, challenge you, and so
challenge me in every way, especially those children of mine. Oh my God,
that is amazing. I really, really like to hear that. A couple of more looks This is one that I really really like. This right here, this is real fish. I was like, now is this Loretta? That's
You know
not
what?
Loretta. That's
You know
real
what?
fish.
Listen, that was the Continental prelim
Okay.
of my dreams.
Okay.
I did Big D Continental.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually say the pageant's name because they're not having it anymore. And
Okay.
I don't even think the owner is still alive. But I did Big D Continental, and right before I went out for gown, my mama showed up,
Mm-hmm.
and oh my god, to have your mama in the corner, like, getting you together, making sure you don't have no strings,
Mm-hmm.
just pumping you up,
Yeah.
just making you live. Like, that's what was happening. Like, my mama was in the corner. Like, my kids and grandkids were over there too, of
Mm-hmm.
course, and I
Mm-hmm.
loved that. But my mama was in that corner as well, and just to have her in that corner, like,
Mm-hmm.
watching me live my dream and
Yes.
actually pushing me and proud of me,
Yes.
I was so happy. And oh my god! And when you go to Continental, Continental is like the cunt of all cunts.
Is this Continental as well?
Yes, that was
Okay.
actually the same night.
Okay.
That was Big D Continental, and I think I got like second runner up.
Oh wow.
Oh, those bitches had worked me. Okay? When I've been worked 1,000 times, but they had worked me. Okay, they worked mama down, and
good.
my mama actually left because my mama knew they were working me, and she left, and she couldn't be there because she didn't want to see me sad, and she was like she couldn't be there, so she left. And after the pageant, she made me feel better, and I felt so much better just talking to her and knowing how well I did.
Mm-hmm.
But it broke me to prepare for something the way I prepared for Continental,
Yes.
and I didn't make it.
So you said you've been out for a while and you're gonna go back. What's new for Loretta? What's next for Loretta? What big pageant do you have your eyes set on?
I have my eyes set on a pageant that I have already competed for. How
Okay.
about that?
Okay.
I've already competed for the pageant. The only reason why I am actually not actually going to compete this time for the pageant is because there are people in the pageant that I would rather help.
Okay.
Be
Okay.
successful and win the pageant, and then next year I'll come back and
How
do the
noble
same.
of you.
Well, I've learned over the years that is sometimes that's the best thing to do.
Yes.
Especially when you want the help and the support you need, and so I think that's the best thing for me.
Waiting your turn.
Waiting my turn and seeing if they're gonna pack a bitch again.
That's amazing. I had so much fun talking with you. We're gonna get on into the rest of the show. You gonna sit with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Amazing. Awesome. So our first topic of today is who or me to judge.
Who is me?
I
I love
who
her.
or me
Who
to
are me?
judge.
Me and my homegirl say. Me and my best friend, we say, "Who is me?
Who is me?
Who is me?" Do you
Who
say
is
who?
me?
Oh no, but what did you say?
I said, who are me?
Who are me? You sound just like that slow queen.
That's me. That's my queen. The reason I came up with this is because there was a lot of buzz on social media about the $1,400. A lot of people, the stimulus package, $1,400. A lot of people were upset with what other people were doing with their money, or what they were saying. One post in particular said that it was a picture of a young lady and her son, and her shirt said $1,400, and then the son's shirt said "my little $1,400."
Okay.
And so the post said that that it was disgusting, that kids are more than just a $1,400 check and all of that, which is all true. And then it also went on to say that we as the adults, older people, the older generation, are the problem because we condone when the younger generation does stuff like that and says stuff like that. But who are me to judge? I think I said this last week. I said that who's responsible for you? You're responsible for you.
Correct.
We have to learn how to not get bent out of shape and not get into arguments and not waste hours of our day with other people's problems.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's happening too often. We are judging people by what they're doing and who they are when it's not us.
Right.
We don't live that life for them.
Well, for me, I say it all the time.
Hmm.
Mind your fucking business.
Yes.
Excuse my language again. I just,
That sounds correct.
I know a lot of people with kids.
Uh-huh.
And I was one of the people who was saying, "Damn, I should have had some kids, my
Yeah.
gay ass."
Yeah.
I should have had some kids, but that money, that the parents are getting, they deserve it.
They deserve it.
I have nieces and nephews who have children, and I watched them raise their children. I watched my sister raise her children.
Yes.
I watched her help our family raise me. You know what I'm saying? So that $1,400 is nothing to a mother who is, out here grinding,
Absolutely
making
nothing.
$9 an hour. Even if she's making $21 an hour, that $1,400 is nothing because that's most of our rent. You know, so I just feel like when people have something to say about money and how other people are spending their money, then you have nothing to do with your life. Like nothing. Now, one thing I
Absolutely
don't
nothing.
agree with though is don't post your bank statements. And
Yeah.
your Cash App statements
Yeah.
and all that. Like, girl, we believe you that you got your
We
stimulus.
believe you.
If you want to make me a believer, Cash App a bitch $20. Let's hang out. Take me to Taco Cabana. Anywhere. But you don't have to post your statements, baby, because we know it's true. But one of my nieces was joking about her little $1,400. My niece loves her daughter.
Yes.
Love will give her life for her
Yes.
daughter. So I know the $1,400 thing is a joke or
Yes.
whatever, but
Clearly a
those
joke.
parents that are waiting on that money are out of work, on unemployment, facing evictions. Their kids have had to eat from like those food pantries. They're
Yes.
having to go to Salvation Army and things like that to get food and help. Let them enjoy that money and let them spend it however they please.
want to
Because
spend it,
that
yeah.
money is to actually, regardless of how a parent spends it, is to stimulate the government.
Yes.
That is to bring us out of poverty as a whole, and it's to
Yes.
help the government. So if people that are, and most of the people that are mad aren't getting any money at all.
Right.
I don't know what you did with your free time for all this time, but don't be mad at the people getting that money. But listen, my Cash App, $20.
You want them to see you $20?
Oh yeah, send me $20 so that I really know you got your stimulus.
And send me 10.
Yeah, he said
just,
10.
Just 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's $30. That's it. That's nothing. Just give us $30.
Oh, it's this Cash App. You got to send an extra dollar for the fee. Because it's not going to be 23 cents after $20.
My producer has my Cash App going across the screen. He's so special.
Mine is $MS Loretta Mack. $MS Loretta Mack. Please buy me some dinner.
Okay.
I'm just joking. But yeah, when it comes to the stimulus checks, I just feel like however you spend it, you spend it. I can't wait to get mine so I can completely blow it on anything, food, chicken, more chicken. I'm going to blow my
like
stimulus
chicken.
on chicken.
You like chicken?
Love chicken.
I'm not a big fan of chicken.
Fried baked chicken.
That's different. Okay. Yeah, so that was the post that I saw, and the reason that I wanted to talk about judging and who we are not to judge other people. We should just leave them alone.
Mind our business.
And let them do exactly what they're going to do because it has nothing to do with us.
Right. I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like Forrest Gump. That's all I'm gonna say about that. We're gonna get right into our what the what time, y'all. We're gonna go into what the what now. What the what, Loretta, is where I take all of those thought provoking, crazy, funny, not so funny things that I see on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all those things. I screenshot them and then I read them aloud on the show and kind of talk about them a little bit.
Okay.
So that is what the what is. I want to remind everybody that next week I will be live in Little Elm, Texas with Tasha Cornell doing the Barber Experience. You do not want to miss next week's episode. It will be live in Little Elm, Texas again. Such an amazing lady. Check her out on TikTok and all of that good stuff. I was supposed to have some video for you, but I did not get the video up there in time. But I will put it on the Worst Day of the Week Facebook page so that you can see that and all of that good stuff. Now let's see where we at. Okay.
And you're gonna have the barber experience. Like,
So I
hello,
haven't
barber,
shaved
this
my
is Shirley.
head or nothing. So she's gonna. They do a mask and clean your nose and massage and shave and all of that. So I'm not able to cut my hair until next Monday because she's gonna.
I can't do that. I have to cut my hair every day.
You cut your hair every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
It grows faster on my back though than it does at the top of my head.
Wow. Yeah, mine's too, the back and the side.
Yeah, it's like they want, but I have I'm bald. Okay, I cut all my hair off and I put on a wig. That's all.
My first what says that if I say I'm in Miami and you see me riding around Dallas, then bitch, obviously you in Miami too.
Mind your business.
What I gotta lie for? That was really funny when I saw that.
Mind your business.
A lot of times I do see that, people will say they're somewhere and then they're not really there. Why do you think people do that?
Well, two things. Either they are lying because they are dodging somebody.
Okay.
Or they're lying because they want people to think they are more than what they are. What's the point of saying you in Miami and you really not in Miami?
Yeah.
If you're dodging somebody or hiding from somebody who got an abusive boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever, I understand you might have said you was somewhere else, but if it's just for clout, then don't do it.
Don't do it.
A lot of times it's for clout.
Church people curse in private, have sex in private, blaze in private, and then judge in public. Wow. It says shut the hell up.
Ooh.
I liked it that. But listen, I want to normalize not calling church people. Okay. I think most of the people that call church people are church people. Mm-hmm. Or we are always like, Christians do this. Mm-hmm. But are you not a Christian? I know everybody that I hear say things like that. I'm like, but aren't you a Christian? Yeah. It's kind of crazy to hear them say, what church people do or what Christians do. Mm-hmm.
Well, not everybody goes to church, you know. So a lot of times people say church people, or excuse my language, they'll say church punks. You know, they like to call the gays that go to church those church punks or whatever. But a lot of people call church people because they don't go. Yes, like for instance, like I love the Lord. I know, I was raised in church. I know church. I know the Bible, but I don't go because I found it to be where you find most of the devils. So I can pray in my car, in my closet, at home. And a lot of people say, you need to go to church. You need to get in church. And I'm like, listen, sweetheart, I was in church from yay high till teenage years. And I've seen, heard, and done some of the craziest things in the world. So I just, church isn't church like they try to put it. So, but I'm one of those people. Like, I don't go to church, but I love the Lord and I pray all the time.
That's beautiful. I like that. Ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets inside of them. Don't let what's happening around you get inside of you and weigh you down.
Okay.
That's really, really good. I like that. Don't let other people's problems, other people's business get in you and weigh you down. That's really good. I like that.
So that goes back to minding your own business.
Yes.
I already have a lot going on this boat. I already got enough going on. I worry too much. I worry about my biological family as well as my chosen family. So I have enough going on over here. So I don't need you bringing your water over here to sink my boat. But as you get older, you have to learn to mind your own business. And when I say mind your own business, you can't save everybody and you can't help everybody.
You can't. Mm-hmm.
There are going to be some really upset people with you that you couldn't do this or do that. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you are taking care of yourself and worrying about yourself because you're no good to anyone if you're not worried about you.
That's right. Yeah. If you're not loving yourself, if you're not taking care of your own responsibilities and your own business and minding your own business, then you won't be any good to anybody else. And
I'm a firm believer of people not minding any of my business. I will tell you a lie. Yeah, that's what happened. Ain't none of that happened. Just leave me alone and mind your own.
Before you can change your thinking, you must first change your speech. Change the inner conversations that you have with yourself. I like that a lot too.
Well, so the inner conversations that you have with yourself, you know, sometimes people can think you're talking to yourself. I talk to myself a lot. But, you know, you have to calm yourself down. You have to talk yourself off the ledge.
Yeah.
Don't choke that bitch. You know, you have to tell yourself those things. Because sometimes, you know, you like, you know, okay, I'm going to lose therapy tonight. Okay, bitch, calm down. You know, don't do that. Come up off there. You know, so I've talked to myself 1,000 times.
Yes.
I was talking to myself on the way here saying, bitch, you late. And this queen gonna reach you.
The longer the lash, the dumber the bitch.
This is a 301. When I was a little girl, the 301s were the longest lash that I have ever seen. So that's all I wear. I have been to the beauty supply house and I've seen some caterpillars. I've seen some butterflies. I've seen some wings. I've seen some bat wings. I've seen it all at the beauty supply. So I don't think that you're dumb per se because you want to wear thick, long lashes. But I do say, bitch, put on a face. Like, if you're going to go and do all of that, like, where's the rest of that go with that? Like, you ain't went up in there and had them put, you know, strips on, girl, and it's like coming all the way out here and you don't have no contour, no crease or nothing to match that. Like, that's my issue. If you're gonna do that, go all the way.
Where did you learn how to do makeup? Or are you self-taught?
Okay. Watching YouTube videos a little, but my best friend taught me everything I know.
Wow.
By doing my face and just, you know, when I wasn't falling asleep, when she was painting me and just feeling where she put stuff and doing the little stuff that she did, I try my best to come close to what she does because when I tell you that lady can paint, that lady can paint, and she has made me beautiful on so many different occasions. But I do this myself, so I'm self-taught.
Where are y'all purchasing y'all audacities from? Ooh, it'd be the audacity for me.
You know, these people are getting that stuff off of Amazon. Amazon must be selling audacity. It'd be like, girl, and it'd be the. Girl, you know, you need to be like.
Sometimes it's really amazing the things that people will say to you or do to you.
On the questions that they ask you, and you be like, bitch, did your mama raise you right? You know, those are the questions that I start asking.
Closure is a scam. Accept what they did and move on. I thought that was really deep because a lot of times people are always like, I just need some closure. I need to talk to them, him or her, one last time. I need to see them again. I just need to know why. Closure is a scam. Accept what they did and move on.
Okay, so closure may be a scam, but sometimes you be wanting to know.
Yeah.
Growing up, you know, I used to be like, what I do, why, you know, why you don't love me, why you don't want to, you know, love me, all that. Now it's like, fuck you. It's you. Yeah. It's not me at all. It's definitely you. Your mama didn't raise you right. You know, I start blaming the mama, you know, anything other than me, you know, but I don't need any closure. Because when I'm done, I'm done. And like, when I say I'm done,
you're a Scorpio, right?
Ooh, yeah. And when I say I'm done, you could dance on fire, bitch, and I could care less. I'm not spitting on the fire. I'm gonna actually laugh. And like, and what's sad about me, I know y'all, I'm so sorry, but what's really sad about Loretta is that when it comes down to like with me being done, it's like I really am done. Like, you know, you can't even bring me back. It's like it's nothing that you can say. I have to say, okay, it's okay. Before it's because if somebody's coming to me saying, give them another chance, and I'm like, bitch, fuck both of y'all. Like, both of y'all can go. Yeah. Yeah. So
why do you want to keep giving people chance after chance to hurt you? That sounds just ridiculous.
You got 2 times.
Yeah.
The first time, because I might have not seen it, and then the second time I'm be like, okay, bitch, it's you. Come on. Come on out of here. Come on.
Lord, the man you gave me be having females putting their hands on me.
Girl.
That's not your man.
First of all, I ain't never had a fight of nobody over no man. Now, I done got hit in the head for fighting somebody else battle behind they band, but I ain't never had a fight over no man. So I would say if somebody's jumping on you behind a man, it's either you have stole somebody, man,
Yeah, that ain't your man.
or you dealing with a bitch who will whoop any bitch behind him.
Yeah.
And if you run into a female that's fighting everybody behind him, she been doing this. Let her have it.
Let her have it.
That's her man. Unless you want to fight and you like to fight, you know. Then it just turns really ghetto.
Yeah, that's super ghetto. That's some button number. Two things I hate: a disrespectful child and a parent that thinks it's funny. What do you think about that?
I was raised, you know, get out of my face, don't be in the grown folks' business.
Yes.
So that's how I was raised. You know, y'all can go in there and damn near burn down the house, but don't be in grown folks' business.
That's right.
And so, for me, when it comes to a child being disrespectful to their parent and the parent thinking it's funny, that's them. That's their burden.
Yeah, that's their
But if a
relationship.
child is being disrespectful to another adult or even to another child, and a parent is laughing, then that's when the problem. I feel like it becomes a problem because it's like, you know, how can you sit there and watch your child be disrespectful to somebody else and not say anything? But a lot of parents be hurt and surprised that their kids are acting out like that, and then try to discipline them on the way home when they should have disciplined them right then and there. So
Yes. Yeah. How to make a man happy. Let him have his space. Sleep with him. Be his best friend. Don't bother him about his movements. How to make a woman happy. It's really not too difficult, but to make a woman happy, a man only needs to be a friend, a companion, a lover, a brother, a father, a master, a chef, an electrician, a plumber, a mechanic, a carpenter, a decorator, a stylist, a sexologist, a gynecologist, a psychologist, a pest exterminator, a psychiatrist, a healer, a sympathetic person, a good father, very clean, athletic, warm, attentive, gallant, intelligent, funny, creative, tender, strong, understanding, tolerant, prudent, ambitious, capable, determined, true, dependable, passionate, without forgetting to give her compliments regularly. Go shopping with her. Be honest. Be very rich. Not stress her out. Not look at other girls. And at the same time, you must also give her lots of attention, give her lots of time, especially time for herself. Give her lots of space, never worrying about where she goes. Wow. Ain't that a lot? But most of all, it is very important. Never forget birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, and any arrangement that she makes. That's how you got to do to keep a woman happy.
Okay, bitch. Okay. Start from. No, don't reread that to me. So somebody actually said this is what a man has to do, and this is what a woman has to do. Okay, now what the woman got to do?
Oh, to make a man happy, a woman has to let him have his space, sleep with him, be his best friend. Don't bother him about his movements.
Okay. Bitch. I don't know who wrote all of this about a man and a woman, and I can't speak for nobody but me. You can't expect this man to do all of this stuff when you just sitting up in here in your boy shorts looking cute. You can't expect this man to do all of this stuff, bitch, and you ain't doing nothing.
Nothing.
And you wonder why they like us, girl. You wonder why they like us, because we doing it all. We going the extra mile. We doing it on our head. We doing it on our knees.
Do you think that men and women can both be hoes, or one is more of a hoe than the other?
I think women can be more hoes than men.
You think so?
And the reason why I feel like a woman can be more of a hoe than a man, because a woman, I got to take that back. I think it's 50-50.
It's 50-50?
Because, you know, when a hoe gon' hoe.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen
Most
hoes.
definitely.
I've seen hoes hoe with men and women. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've seen hoes hoe, you know, with the same sex and then with the opposite sex. So I just think it's 50-50.
Yeah.
You know, for me, you know, I'm a good girl. You know, I don't do no hoeing when I have a man. I ain't had no man since 95.
They say I act like I don't give a care. I tell them that I'm not acting. That's a good one. I like that. The biggest thing that you could do is really not care. to get under somebody's skin, to just don't care. Don't make that your priority, your business. Just don't care, and don't act about it. Really, not care.
Okay, so the only issue that I can say I have with not caring at all, because I can do that, it becomes an act. It becomes a show that you're putting on that you don't care, and I don't care how well you say, okay, well, I'm over it. I'm not doing this person, and I'm okay. Deep down, like what they call it, saboteur. I call it the devil. Deep down, the devil's gonna bring those thoughts about that person. You'll find yourself thinking about this person, and you can forgive that person and all of that. But if you haven't truly let it go, you'll sit there and you'll dwell on that, and then you'll find yourself writing your grocery list, and then next thing you know, your mind done switched over to thinking about doing something bad to this person or something like that. And I'm a true believer and a firm believer of just trying to talk about it. But then there are some situations where you just have to just like dead it and leave it where it is. And as bad as it's eating you up, you can only just pray about it. And I've lived that before. I'm currently living it now, where you can just only pray about it, because some people are not worked after you've talked to them multiple times about the same thing, and there's still a problem, or it's still a problem. You just, you give up and give it to God. And even though the devil comes and he fucks with you and he puts those thoughts in your head about that person, you have to just say, God, please help me through this. Devil, Satan, I rebuke you. Like those things. So, and I'm only speaking for me, So.
Yeah, and it works. No one else is supposed to understand your calling. It wasn't a conference call like that. And my last what to what for today, I started to catch feelings, but then I ate a Snickers because I'm not myself when I'm hungry.
Stop stealing commercials.
Don't catch those feelings. Leave the feelings where they at, okay? And let them know when they can come and pick them up. I'm going to leave them at the door like Jasmine Sutherland.
Catch feelings for a chick. That's the only kind of feelings that I have. I have deep feelings about direct deposits and 401ks and pensions. Those are the type of things that tickles my cat. So, get deep and involved in those things, and, we maybe can have a conversation.
I want to thank everybody so much for joining us here on Worst Day of the Week today. Remember, Worst Day of the Week is live each and every Monday, live on Facebook and live on YouTube. You can catch us live at 7 o'clock every Monday. I would like to thank my very special guest today, Loretta Armani Mack. Thank you for coming on the show and chatting with me. Such a beautiful person. I really, really enjoyed today. If you know somebody that should be a guest on Worst Day of the Week, don't forget to hit me up in my inbox. If you think there's somebody that I need to talk to, that everybody needs to know their name, then make sure that you hit me up, and I will definitely reach out to those people. That is all the show that I have for you today. I want to thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see y'all next week. Remember, I'll be live in Little Lamb with Tasha Cornell, and we will be doing the barber experience. I'm so excited about that. I can't wait. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Paul.
You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. My mic.
Worst day of the week. Worst day of the week.
It's gonna be a good day, even on my worst day. Nothing makes me smile more than hanging with my family. LOLs and good times, yeah, that's how we mob it. No filters on the real is. Say something, get it poppin'. Laughing is good for the soul. Keep it 100.